So I have officially invested into Destined Rivals because this whole time I have not bought a single thing. I have not pre-ordered anything, but I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna order a couple of boxes. So yes, I've technically invested into Destined Rivals, but in a very small amount, as you can see here by the screenshot that I've taken. Here's my order summary from Game Nerds, which is the place I bought these from. I bought only two because that's the maximum purchase. And as you can see here, I bought two at this price, which I'll show you here, which if you do the simple math, you can figure out what it is. But yeah, I had a little bit of store credit. So I'm like, you know what? I really don't want to pay this high, but I have a little bit of, store credit. I had some from some previous orders I've done through here. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to buy two. I want to at least have something, even though this is not really what I want to pay for this box. I'll just buy a couple. It's not a big deal. I want to have something for the set. So I just bought two, and as you can see here, a total to 465, which you do the math is I think 232 and some change. So yeah, not really the best deal out there, honestly, but it is under market. It's from Game Nerds. They don't really cancel orders. I've never had any issues of that. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just buy two. So there's just a little bit of proof that I did buy these. Now, here, as you can see, they're still available at 240, free shipping. So you could technically just buy one. You get free shipping because you only need to spend $75. Or you can just buy two, which is the maximum purchase here. And they have been available all day. I don't know by the time if you watch this if they have sold out or not, but they've been available the entire day. They've come back. So yeah, just shows something that's not a crazy good deal. It's all right. So just me having like $15 store credit, I just was like, you know what? I'll just buy two just to have something because the store I usually buy from, I don't know what it is, but they have not put up any pre-orders, at least on their website. So I don't know if they're just done putting pre-orders up. I don't know what the case may be, but the one store I usually buy from, they haven't put it up yet. So I don't think they're going to at this point because usually they'll put up pre-orders like a month in advance. At this point, we're like 3 weeks away from the release, so I kind of doubt they'll put pre-orders up. I mean, I'm still checking every single day, but so far, I mean, it just seems like they're not going to do it. So it's very possible that I might only have two booster boxes on pre-order for Destined Rivals, and that's it. Which honestly is not the worst thing ever, in my opinion, because I really feel like Destined Rivals, I don't know. I just don't feel that confident paying more than what I already paid. Like at 232, I still didn't want to pay that high. Honestly, I wanted to get down to like the $200 or $210 range. So I don't really feel bad that I'm not buying any of these because I just can't find any deals. So I'm not paying close to market. It's just for me not worth it. I feel like at this point with we've been seeing reprints and stuff obviously, yet the reprints have done really nothing. But just looking at how things are right now, I don't feel confident buying this box at market price, and I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to force myself to do it. So I've only ordered these couple for $232, and I didn't honestly even want to really buy that many because of that. So I mean I would have bought more, but it's not really worth it in my opinion. Now when you look at the market price, you can see here it's gone down a little bit more. Now they're sub 270. As you can see here though, when they reached around this low $270 range, you can see the sales volume has actually gone up quite a bit since then, since it's reached this price point of 270s. You can see the difference before when this was higher, the sales volume was lower. So we are seeing maybe some sort of floor, possibly maybe in the 260, 270 range. That's probably honestly where it's going to end up, in my opinion, on the release day. I don't think it's going to get much higher. Don't think it's going to get much lower. So I think around in this range is probably just going to settle. If you see the amount of listings, there's a good amount for around 270. There's really no signs here that this is going to reach like $300 or anything. Like it's not going to do that. As you can, there just is a lot of supply. So it's probably going to sit around 260, 270 before being released. And at that market price, like I can't really find any deals. Like Game Nerds was the best deal I found. That's literally why I bought from them. Other than that, there's nowhere else that's selling these really for under market price. They're all selling for 260, 270, and for me, it's just not worth it. You got to really think to yourself, okay, how much am I buying this for? What's my strategy? Am I going to hold on to it for 5 years? If that's the case, then I guess it might not even really matter. Then whatever, you can just buy. But for me, I'm like, okay, I'm buying this at 270 or whatever at market price. Do I think this has a chance, at least in the short term, to go up high enough so I can make at least a profit? If it's not, then I'm like, okay, then why would I buy it, right? I'll just wait to buy it because seemingly now we're getting a lot of these reprints. It just, there's more risk to buy at this price point, and if I don't see any at least short-term upside where I could sell and do a little bit of short-term plays, I'm not gonna buy it. And with Destined Rivals booster boxes being the most expensive booster box from this era, and recently there's been for Destined Rivals some sort of negative feedback, and it doesn't seem to be as hyped up as it used to be. I'm not as confident buying at a very strong price point. So for me, even buying at 230 bucks, like I only bought two of them. I wouldn't have bought more even at 240. I just don't feel confident at that price point. If I found somewhere selling them for 200, $210, I feel a little bit better buying more. But for me, I'm perfectly fine. Honestly, like this is definitely a set I wouldn't want to miss out on. But I don't feel confident paying this price. So if it does so happen that it takes off and never comes back down, that's my loss. But I feel like just the risk there is with this set being this new and being this expensive, and recently the negative feedback, I don't feel like it's really worth buying it at this price point, and I don't really feel safe doing so, which is why I only bought literally two boxes at that price, and mainly also did it because I had some rewards to use for Game Nerds. So yeah, that's sort of just why I haven't really bought or any Destined Rivals or pre-ordered this set. This is like the first set, if anything, I technically have missed out on pre-orders, because for Surging Sparks and Journey Together, I was able to get like a somewhat decent amount of booster boxes. But Destined Rivals, if the store that I usually buy from doesn't have any for pre-order, I'm not going to buy from anywhere because I can't find any deals. Like, it's basically impossible. So it may very well be that I literally only have two booster boxes of Destined Rivals showing up to my door, and that's it. Which honestly, if the prices don't drop, let's say the set comes out and let's say it doesn't drop in the low 200s, like I really only want to pay 200 to possibly 220. If it doesn't drop around there, I'm not going to buy it. It's that simple. I'll be one of those people that just waits hoping for it to go down, because for me, looking at where things are at right now, it just doesn't seem smart because to spend at 270, because where do we realistically see this box going? Do we think this is going to $400? Like, honestly, that would probably be the only way, if I could see this going to 400, why I'd even buy at this price point. Because other than that, at 270, it's really hard to justify that price point for Destined Rivals. We will just have to see also how expensive the cards are. Maybe that will change things. Maybe that will turn things around and this thing skyrockets, because other than that, I don't see it really going, at least in the near term, much higher than 300 to maybe 350. And to buy at 270, just the risk and stuff, it's not worth it. So that's sort of the reason why I haven't bought more. But just wanted to update you guys that technically I have officially invested into this set. But I barely even want to call it that. It's literally two booster boxes. It's not really much, but it's something. So at least I have a couple boxes just to have in my possession to say that I have some. But other than that, it's really not much of an investment. It's a couple boxes. Who really cares? But yeah, I haven't been able to find anything. Let me know if you guys have gotten any deals on pre-orders for Destined Rivals, because personally with me, I've had no luck. And yeah, it's just one of those things where I might just have to sit out. Or if the set releases and prices drop, that will be my time to buy. But who knows? Journey Together dropped a ton. From now it's at like literally $200. Will this do the same? I don't think so, but it maybe is possible this may go down further than when it's at when the set gets released, because just so far this whole time on pre-order, Destined Rivals really has just been going down. It really hasn't been going up. So it's possible this will dip more, which then will maybe possibly be the time I buy some. But other than that, no, I'm not buying at 270 because it's too expensive for me. So that's all I want to say. Just want to let you guys know I bought a little bit here. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.